Hi, it's been a solid while, like 4 months. That's a bit crazy, and I'm hesitant to say that I'm back because I don't know like how regularly I'll be posting. I don't think it will be regular. I think it's just been established by now that my channel's not a regular thing, but I wasn't planning on leaving for so long. I'm slowly starting to like catch up on people's videos. As you can tell by the title, I'm just going to be talking about things that made me feel in 2018, which is a very vague topic. I'm mainly going to be focusing on books, movies/TV shows, and music.
Hi, this is Editing Shelly coming at you looking really rough. Sorry for the bad quality, I'm just recording on my laptop. I have to look here, not here. It's taken me like a month to edit this video, so I just wanted to say sorry. I really need to get better at this. Also, as you can probably tell from the title, I'm splitting this into 2 videos, so one which is just talking about books, and then I'll upload another one at some point sometime, which is talking about music, films, and TV shows. Yeah, sorry this has taken so long.
Quick life update. I'm in year 11 now. That's pretty cool. I am really enjoying it because I'm doing all the subjects that I like, and that is so much better than last year. Kind of bookish related, I'm doing literature and I'm really enjoying it. I like it more than regular English. The main difference is, like in our course at least in Victoria, is we get a lot more freedom in literature, in like writing your essays. So far we've done poetry and that's it. I had a like dance competition. Basically my school runs a competition between different houses and I was one of the captains, which means I choreographed and taught 3 dances, and that was really fun but took up all my time. So even if I had wanted to make YouTube videos, I really could not have. My band had their first performance. Yeah, that's what's going on in my life right now. I'm on holidays currently. This is quite a short list. Like, I don't have my top 10 books of 2018. I've got like 2 that I actually want to talk about, and then some honorable mentions, I guess. These 2 books were by far my favorite books of 2018, and they are probably going to remain on my favourites list for a long time. The first is Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. I just found it really fascinating. I thought it was an amazing concept and I really enjoyed how he explored it. So the idea is that there are doors that have opened up all over the world that take you from one place to another. So for example, a door could open up here in my home and I walk through it and I'm suddenly in Cambodia. That kind of thing. And in the book we follow 2 main characters who come from an unnamed Middle Eastern country that is currently going through a conflict. And we also see snippets of other people's journeys through these doors, or people who live near one of these doors. It explores personal journeys and moments, as well as like more bigger themes on how the world deals with immigration, refugees. Obviously, like, it causes a bit of a crisis in the world. That was something I found really interesting. Just the whole topic on globalization as a whole, it's a very interesting topic for me. I also thought it was really well written. He uses these very long run-on sentences, and I get that the writing style is not for everyone. I only got annoyed at it like once when there was a sentence that went on for about 1.5 pages. But other than that, I found that it did flow quite nicely. I thought it was really beautiful. There were a lot of moments that I wanted to like underline, but it's a library book and I still haven't bought myself a copy. I need to. I did like doggy ear the pages so I can go back to my library and re-borrow it and like write down those quotes. I think I've actually already done that. Yeah, so I thought it was really well written. I enjoyed all of the characters, the 2 main characters, the female one especially, I really enjoyed her. Just everything about this book was fantastic. The second one I also don't own a copy of, and this is A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. This like took me completely by surprise. I saw it recommended so much and I never picked it up because I just thought it's not going to be my thing. It sounds like a cheesy contemporary. I'm not gonna like it. Then like I saw it in my library one day and I was like, you know what, that's a very pretty cover. Maybe I'll give it a chance. It's a beautiful story. It is like heartbreaking at times. It had me bawling. I don't know if I told this story already on my channel, but I was reading it while we were staying at a family's friend's house, and my bedroom was right next to like the people whose house we were staying at, and I was literally up to like 1 a.m. finishing this book, and I was crying so much, and I was like just praying that they could not hear me crying in the middle of the night. I cried more not just at the sad moments, but at the moments of friendship and love, because those are very strong themes throughout the book. All the characters are so lovely, and that's just really nice to read about. It's a really touching book. I can't remember specifically what the writing was like that wasn't something that stood out to me necessarily. The characters are really the thing that shines through the most. This one does have some trigger warnings. It deals with abuse, quite intense abuse, so if that's something that you're not sure about, maybe don't reach for this book. Other than that, it's a really beautiful book, a beautiful story, and I definitely recommend it. Those two are the ones that really touched me and instantly stood out to me as my favorite books from last year. But I do have a few others that I wholeheartedly enjoyed and would like to share. First is a short story collection called The Piers Falls by Mark Haddon. It's a bit of a strange collection in that it makes you feel uncomfortable a lot of the time. Some of the stories are a bit gruesome, but I really enjoyed every single one of them. Another one I have to mention is You Bring the Distant Near, which is sitting on my bookshelf right there. Although it was not my favorite book, and I typically probably wouldn't have enjoyed it that much, I loved it because of the representation. It follows a Bengali family of immigrants from India to America, which is very similar to the story of my dad specifically moving from India to Australia. And I was just really cool to find that kind of YA book with Bengali representation and a story that very closely mirrors my family.
I just wanted to clarify, the reason I said I wouldn't typically enjoy this book is just because I don't engage that much with contemporaries like this one, so it's not a fault of the book itself, it's more about my reading taste. So if you're someone who likes contemporaries, especially ones that are family orientated, then I definitely would love it if you could pick this up, because not only do I think it is a good book, you could learn a bit about my culture, and that would be pretty cool.
Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart, another surprising one for me. It's a bit of a thriller. I don't want to tell you much about it, but the story works backwards. You start at the present and it slowly takes you back and back in time so that you get more of a backstory and start to understand what is going on and who this main character is. And I was just hooked. I read it all in one night. I thought it was so entertaining. I loved the way she constructed the characters and the relationships. Go into it as blind as you can, I reckon. The Six of Crows duology over here was another highlight. I really enjoyed it. I love all the characters. I can't wait to read King of Scars now that it's out, although I have heard that it's not as great as people were hoping for. That duology was very entertaining, connected with all the characters, lives up to the hype in my opinion. The Diving Bell and the Butterfly was a gorgeous, tiny little book. The story behind it is amazing and the way it's written is beautiful. Every word in it really does count and comes together to create a beautiful little novel. Super Mutant Magic Academy by Gillian Tamaki. This is one of my absolute faves from the year as well. It's this adorable graphic novel which is set in a school of basically super mutants. I found it really funny and relatable. I connected with all the characters. I enjoyed all of it. Honestly, just everything about this book was so good. I could probably put this up on the same level as my top two. If I was gonna go top three, those three. Top three, amazing, definitely check them out. The Librarian of Auschwitz. This is another really beautiful book. I need to buy myself a copy because not only did I love the book itself, but the front cover is one of my favorites. And it would probably go with my nice colour theme. I should have mentioned, I reorganised my bookshelves to try and have a bit of a colour theme. I don't know how they turned out. I think I like them. But yeah, anyway, Librarian of Auschwitz. It lets you follow very personal journeys of individual characters who are based on real people, most of them, within the camp, but also just to get an idea of what it was like as a whole, what the community living there were like, and also hits you with some cold hard facts sometimes. I thought it was a really amazing mix of the two. It would build you up in a narrative arc. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but it built up a fictional story. Then instead of being resolved, most of the time things did not end well. My phone kind of died before I got to talk about movies and music, so it actually works out quite well. I talked a lot, so I might split it up into 2 videos. I hope you enjoyed my return video. If you did, then maybe leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. You can talk to me in the comments or on all my social media linked below. I hope you're having a lovely week, and I'll see you in my next video.